This is how Virginia looked in 1789 at the United States' official start date. Much larger than it is now, but it's much smaller than where it started. It began as a series of colonial charters, England's first successful colony. By the time England got around to colonizing North America, it was already a century late. While England was bogged down by religious chaos at home and the brutal conquest of Ireland, Spain had already built a lucrative empire across the Americas. So King Charles I did something audacious to try and level the playing field. He issued charters claiming an enormous swath of the continent, from sea to sea. A king who had never crossed the Atlantic, granting land he didn't possess and couldn't defend. Land already home to hundreds of sovereign native nations who had no part in the deal. Over the next 2.5 centuries, that massive paper claim got chipped away by overlapping charters, treaties, and eventually by the creation of new American states. The map of the United States has changed hundreds of times. Territories were organized. Borders shifted. States were carved out, divided, and redrawn. Every line on the map has a story, and we're going to tell them, one map at a time. Virginia's first charter in 1606 split the Atlantic coast between two ventures, the Plymouth Company in the north and the London Company in the south, with an overlapping middle left to whoever settled it first. Plymouth collapsed almost immediately, but the London Company, settled in Jamestown, survived to become the seed of everything that followed. A second charter extended Virginia's coastline 200 miles north and south of Point Comfort, and formally asserted the claim from sea to sea, west and northwest. 3 years later, the Crown even tacked on Bermuda.
Wait, what?
Yep, Bermuda was once part of Virginia. This was Virginia's peak paper empire. A theoretical territory, it never came close to fully settling. Within a decade, it began to shrink. The Council for New England was chartered, capping Virginia's northern reach at the 40th parallel. Cecilius Calvert received Maryland, carving out everything north of the Potomac. King Charles II sliced off Virginia's southern territory to reward political allies, creating Carolina. A huge chunk of the coast was gone, yet inland, the paper claim was still massive. When Robert Beverley published the first history of the colony, he still described its territory as open westward, all the way to what he called the Californian Sea. He might be the only one who called it that. The sea-to-sea claim came to an end with the Treaty of Paris in 1763, which set Britain's western boundary at the Mississippi. Later that year, the Royal Proclamation barred colonists from settling west of the Appalachian Divide, as if words written in London could keep them back. That was the last time the British Crown would alter Virginia's map. From here on out, Virginia's borders wouldn't be redrawn by any king. The next time the map changed, it would be by the people who lived within its borders.